All right, just a couple minutes here. I mean, right now, we're about to start. This is game number one. All these games going on at once Oakland and the Dodgers, the Pirates in Houston, the 27 Yankees at the 19 Nationals, the 66 Dodgers and the 70 Orioles, the Seattle Mariners and the 04 Red Sox, Minnesota and the 02 Angels, the 1960 Pirates and the 1980 Phillies. That'll be what we see today. Bob Friend against Steve Carlton. And we go the other way. It's going to be Montreal and Pittsburgh. So we're about ready to go here. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. The interstate rivalry, game number one, 1960 Pittsburgh against the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies here in Veterans Stadium. So we're about ready to go. The Pirates are one game less than the Phillies. So the first pitch, and here we go, Bob Skinner. It'll be Skinner, Stewart, and Clemente. Pope, Nelson, Grote, Burgess, Finnegar, Ben Mizell, I think, and Bill Mazeroski. So Mazeroski is second base, but we got to take a look at this. On the Phillies, you have Lonnie Smith, Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt, Greg Lazinski, Keith Moreland, Big McBride, Wicklund, Maddox, and Avilas. So game one, we're about ready to go here in the Creators Cup. Round number two, we're underway, and that's going to be the first pitch. It'll be fouled away. Well, the Philadelphia Phillies, as Steve Carlton will pitch. That'll be a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. That'll be one out. Here's Dick Stewart. Remember the first pitch glitch, I forgot that. And Dick Stewart against Steve Carlton. And that's going to be a ball down low. Well, for the Pirates, they got to get things going. They know they have to. That'll be on the ground. Second to first, 2 outs. Here in round number two at Veterans Stadium. And here's Roberto, the MVP. One of the best hitters. Roberto, that's going to be a high pop fly to right field. Underneath, they come on in and they get it. That's going to be 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the first inning. The Philadelphia Phillies will come to bat. Bottom of the first inning, and Bob Friend is pitching. Here's Lonnie Smith against Smith, Rose, and Schmidt. So here's Lonnie Smith, and a swing and a miss there. That'll be a strike. The 1960 Pirates came in really limping to the playoffs. Another swing and a miss there, 2 strikes. The Philadelphia Phillies were blowing people out and we're looking really good. So Lonnie Smith, left field, fouls that back, still 2 strikes, and struck him out, 1 out. 1 out, and here's Pete Rose. So Bob Friend against Pete Rose now, and that'll be a ball. So the Pirates and the Phillies, that'll be ball 2, 2-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates, 2-1, they're hoping, they really are, to get something going. That's going to be quickly to Clemente. That's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, and here's Mike Schmidt. Remember, Mike Schmidt can be pretty good. That's going to be a strike. Remember, we had the 1983 playoff replay. Schmidt was actually really good in that one. That'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll be fouled away. Bob Friend could get out of this inning. The bottom of the first inning, they've 1-2. That'll be a hard hit, and Mike Schmidt gets the first base hit of the series. And Schmidt will go to first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's Greg Lazinski at DH. And Lazinski, now they throw to first, he's safe.
Please remember.
So that's going to be a pitch, that's going to be a strike. 1-1, the Bull. Lazinski, they throw to first, he's safe. So Lazinski, and that's going to be ball one. Down low, they're hitting the very bottom. Bob Friend. That's going to be a wild pitch. And it'll go to second as Mike Schmidt. It's just going to be one of those games where a first inning run like this decides it. A swing and a miss, it'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bob Friend trying to get out of here. The pitch. No, 3-2. Coming up next would be Moreland, the 3-2. And that'll be fouled away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. High into right field. And this one will be fouled. I got the wrong Roberto Clemente. The Roberto Clemente is 71 is the best one. The pitch here. That'll be high, deep to left field. This one is back. This one is over. And this one is gone. It's a home run. It's a home run for Greg Lazinski on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Oh my goodness. And the Philadelphia Phillies have a 2-0 lead. And again, the Pirates can't get out of the inning. They get 2 outs and 2 strikes. Schmidt gets on, and then Lazinski hits a home run. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. And here's Keith Moreland. So Bob Friend isn't getting out of it. That's going to be ball 1. So Friend now, and that'll be 2-0. Oh, what an incredible sort of... That was frustrating if you're a Pirate fan, but right now, Moreland, swing and a miss there, 0-2. First of the playoffs. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. At the end of the first inning, Philadelphia, 2 2-out hits. It's 2-0. So here's Hope, Nelson, and Grove. Hope now at 2-0, down low for a strike. It was in the zone. Here's Dick Hope. And it'll be 1-1. Well, Don Hope, sorry. The Pirates, so they limped in here. It'll be 2-1. And it was so emblematic. They start out strong, but so weak. 2-2. They call that a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hope. Struck him out. Wasn't even close. 1 out. 1 out. And here's Rocky Nelson at first base. And Rocky, that'll be swinging a miss there. Carlton looking good. And that'll be hit foul, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here in the second inning. Did he go? No. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch, that's going to be a strikeout. Carlton, his 3rd of the day, 2 out. Here in the top of the second inning. And here's Dick Groth, the shortstop. Dick, that's going to be to right field quickly. And that's going to be a nice catch there by Bake McBride. We go to the bottom of the second inning. All the 2-out hits. That's it. 2-0. Bottom of the second, here's Bob Friend. And that's going to be a strike as he pitches to Bake McBride. McBride, that'll be fouled away, 0-2. 0-2 with 2 outs. And that'll be to right field, right to Clemente, and that'll be 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Manny Wicklund, second baseman. And Manny will take that one for a ball. Bob Friend now. Trying to take a look. That's going to be inside 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. And 2-1. 2-1 with an out. Friend to Wicklund. High, little looper. Left field, they're running in, and it is caught. They get underneath. That's Bob Skinner, and that'll be 2 outs. Gary Maddox, the center fielder. And here's Maddox for the Phillies. That's going to be a ball. Bob Friend up to his 34th pitch. And that'll be 1-1. So the Pittsburgh Pirates, 2-1 now. As Friend to Maddox, the pitch. And that'll be a little off the end of his bat. Running in is Clemente. And they're going to make the catch, 3 outs. The end of 2 innings. It's just Schmidt getting on and Lazinski hitting the home run. It's 2-0 Phillies. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Montreal 3-1 over the Pirates. Wow, that's a surprise. The LA Dodgers 1-0 over Oakland, and they're hitting well. LA and Baltimore, that's a great series. Right there, it's 1-1 in the third. Baltimore starts their run. Houston leading the Pirates 2-0. So Houston gets a home run. There's no such guy as Vandenhurst, so we got to see who that is. The Yankees 3-0 over Washington, top of the second. Third inning, there's no hit in Seattle and Boston. And Anaheim is up in game number 1. They have the best record in baseball. How did they score? Well, Eckstein hit a home run. Babe Ruth had a 3-run home run. Burr Bretman had a home run. Tommy Davis had a single. Lizinski, the 2-run home run we saw. Jay Bell, George Springer, and Roseboro hit a sac fly to tie it for LA. Darren Fletcher, a 3-run home run. Darren Erstad, the single, 2-0 there. And whoever the heck Vandenhurst is, but that's all right. Smokey Burgess. Carlton against Burgess. And that's going to be a strike, top of the third inning. And that'll be on the ground. Second to first, 1 out. Here comes Bill Verdon. It's got to be Bill Verdon, center field. And it'll be ball 1. The pitch here, it's going to be down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. They call a strike there. So Verdon, that's going to be the right field, right to Bake McBride, but a base hit. And he's going to be the first Pirate to get on. Here in the top of the third inning, and here's Mazeroski, the second baseman. That'll be a strike as he takes, and Mazeroski hitting 272 away from home. High, deep to center field. This one is back, and this one is over the head. It might be 2-1. Verdon coming around third. He's going to come home. Mazeroski will stay at second. It's a double, and it's 2-1. Well, clutch hit by Mazeroski. And he's at second base. Here's Bob Skinner, left field. So Carlton looking human today. And that's going to be low ball 1. 1-0. And it'll be 1-1. Skinner 0 for 1 today. Inside 2-1. Carlton not looking the best right now. And that'll be fouled off. 2-2 with an out. The pitch. Out again. So Bob Skinner, left fielder. And he's going to foul it again. He's staying alive. Mazeroski's the tying run. 3-2. They don't get it. The 3-2 to Skinner. Struck him out. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here's Dick Stewart, the DH. Stewart now. And that'll be inside ball 1. Mazeroski on second. And it'll be 2-0. Funny how both these teams, they were close. That'll be 2-1. They're taking a lot of pitches. Number 35 for Carlton. And that'll be a strike, 2-2. Dick Stewart, the DH, he's hitting second. The pitch, that'll be fouled off. Top of the third inning, the 2-2. 3-2, another full count. Clemente will be up next. The pitch. Struck him out. And the Pirates just look at the strike 3. But they do get a run. And the score, Philadelphia 2, Pittsburgh 1. Bottom of the third inning. Here comes Ramon Aviles, the shortstop. Ramon Aviles. And that'll be fouled away. Philadelphia back-to-back hits. They had a double and a home run for the Pirates. They had a double and a double. They got a run, but it almost was a home run. It'll be 2 strikes to Aviles. His first time up. This will be the end of Philadelphia's order. And that'll be fouled back again. The 0-2. The pitch. And that'll be on the ground. Second to first, and they throw it away. They throw it away. Will Aviles go to second? Yes, he will. They throw it away, and that's going to be an error. Wow. But the Pirates, I think they're going to put that one on Rocky Nelson. Here's Lonnie Smith, the left fielder. Now below ball one. So they have Aviles on second. High center field. This one is back, and this will go against the wall. It's going to be 3-1. And here comes Philadelphia, 3-1 lead. And here in the bottom of the third inning, here's Pete Rose, 0 for 1. What a day. And the pitch here, that's going to be a strike. Aviles, the Pirates is 71. They tied it up. That's going to be fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
He
Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 out. 3-1 Philadelphia leading the Pirates. Here's Mike Schmidt. 1 for 1. He had a double. And that's going to be low ball 1. He had a single before. They're going to go to third. They throw to third, and he's safe. So now he's in sacrifice position. Lonnie Smith is in sacrifice position for Mike Schmidt. And that's going to be a strike, 2-1. Bob Friend, his 49th pitch. And that's going to be fouled off, 2-2. Bottom of the third inning. Philadelphia 3, Pittsburgh 1, the pitch. That's going to be a hard shot, a base hit. It's going to be 4-1. And the Phillies have a lead. 4-1. They lead in game 1. Bob Friend is having trouble. Lazinski had the 2-run home run last time. Here in the third, and that's going to be a strike. So Friend is having a terrible game, and it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. You never know. A win is a win, a loss is a loss. 2 balls and a strike with an out. 3-1. They're not getting anything going their way. Lazinski, and it's going to be 3-2. They're just taking pitches. The 56th from Friend, and he struck him out. That's going to be 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the third, and here's Keith Moreland. Moreland, and it gets away, and again, another wild pitch. Bob Friend is not looking very good. Moreland, and that'll be fouled away, 1-1. Not getting many fair balls here. That's going to be a fair ball and a base hit. Are they going to score? Clemente will pick it up. He's going to throw home. The throw home, and he's safe. It's going to be 5-1 Philadelphia. And Fred Green will come up. Goodbye, Bob Friend. Bob Friend is done. And Bake McBride 0 for 1. Here's Fred Green pitching to Bake McBride. 5-1 Philadelphia. Bottom of the third. That'll be on the ground, and that'll be it. Well, Philadelphia gets 3 more. It's Philadelphia 5, Pittsburgh 1. You take a look, Montreal and Pittsburgh. It's 3-2, bottom of the third there. Top of the fourth, LA leading 3-0. The Pirates 5-2 over Houston. That's a dangerous Pirate team. LA and Baltimore tied at 1. Baltimore needs to win their home game. Seattle 1-0 over Boston. A very interesting series. We might go there for game 2. The Nationals down 5-0. Remember, they always get blown out in game 1. And Anaheim holding a 2-0 lead against Minnesota. So Orlando Merced with the home run to make it 3-2. Top of the fourth inning, here's Roberto as Carlton will pitch. They want to try and get Roberto. It's going to be ball 1. They want to get Roberto on and see what happens. A swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clemente, this is the 1960 Clemente, but he still gets a base hit. And Roberto gets a single. We'll go to first here in game number 1 here in round number 2. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's Don Hoke, 0 for 1 against Carlton. Hoke, and that's going to be a strike. Too many Pirates taking pitches. We can tell you that much. It'll be 1-1. Hoke is 0 for 1 today, and he fouls out one off, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It'll be 2-2. Top of the 4th inning, 5-1 Phillies. Hoke then Nelson, and it'll be 3-2. Nelson with an error last inning, the 3-2. That'll be fouled again. They'd like to get 2 on, but nobody out. The pitch. Fouled again. 2-2. That's going to be a hard hit to right field. That's going to hit the fence. And Clemente around second. He's going to go to third. He's going to be in sacrifice position. And Don Hope will get to second. What a play. Clemente coming home. And Clemente's going to make it 5-2. Don Hope with the double that scores Clemente. Clemente is a fast runner. And now Hoke is on second. 5-2 now, top of the 4th. Here's Rocky Nelson. Carlton having trouble. His 50th pitch. Swing and a miss there. That's going to be 0-1. So Nelson would like to come in. They can make it 5-3. It'll be 1-1 now. 1 ball and a strike. And it'll be 2-1. So Rocky Nelson 0 for 1. The pitch. That's going to be high pop fly to right. Let's see if they're going to get a sacrifice. McBride will come on in, and that's going to be an out. 5-2, Philadelphia leads. Here's Dick Groth, the shortstop. And that's going to be ball 1, top of the 4th inning. Carlton now. And it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike with an out. 1-1. That's going to be a high pop fly to right. And underneath, they're going to make the out. It's going to be 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning, 2 outs. And here's Smokey Burgess, the catcher. And Smokey, it's going to be away, 1-0. Carlton now. That'll be a little tapper, and they might be able to score off this one. It hits the ground. They're coming around. Burgess. And the throw home. It is going to be safe. It's 5-3. Smokey Burgess with a double. And the Pirates have cut the lead in half. Back to the original 2-run lead. Here comes Bill Verdon. Should be Verdon. That'll be fouled away. 0-1. That's going to be 1-1 now. Washington, 3 more runs. My goodness. Crazy first day. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bill Verdon. That's going to be a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, Philadelphia 5, Pittsburgh 3. Bottom of the 4th inning. Manny Wicklund at second base. Fred Green, only 1 pitch. And Green, that's going to be a ball. He's got to keep Philadelphia off the scoreboard. The Pirates can score runs, and they know it, but they got to have their pitchers. Wicklund, that's going to be 2-1. They're just holding now. And that's going to be 3-1. The Pirates down 3-2 if they're still losing. Oh, that's ball 4, and they gave Wicklund the 3 count. Now in the bottom of the 4th inning, Gary Maddox, he once had a 22-game hitting streak. We remember that. That's going to be a strike. Freddie Green having trouble here, and that'll be inside 1-1. The Pirates can't afford 2 bad pitchers in a row. High pop fly to left field. And underneath, he's going to run in and make the catch. That's Bob Skinner. That's going to be 1 out. 1 out, and Wicklund is still on first. Here's Aviles, who's 0 for 1 today. Aviles, and that's going to be a strike. Remember, he reached on an error by Mazeroski. They moved it on to Mazeroski. It's going to be no balls, 2 strikes with an out. High and deep to left field. Here's Wicklund. And underneath is the center fielder. They'll make the catch. 2 outs. That is Bill Verdon. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. And Lonnie Smith 1 for 2. And that's going to be a ball 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. And it'll be 1-1. Philadelphia 5, the Pirates 3. Lonnie Smith top of the order. That'll be fouled off. 1-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, the pitch. And he strikes him out. That ends the 4th inning. We go to the 5th inning. The score is Philadelphia 5 and Pittsburgh 3. Montreal still leading Pittsburgh 3-2 in the opener. All these are openers. LA leading Oakland. Baltimore, top of the 5th inning. LA got 2 on with 1 out. Pittsburgh 6-2. Bottom of the 4th inning. That's going to be a crazy game. Washington got 3 in the inning. Babe Ruth has 2 home runs today, and Tony Lazzari has 1. Seattle has exploded 4-0 over Boston, and Anaheim 2-0 over Minnesota. Kurt Schilling has struck out 10 people through 5 innings. And he's still losing 4-0. Top of the 5th inning, here's Mazeroski, 1 for 1 with an RBI. He also had an error, and that's going to be a strike. So Mazeroski hitting 9. He's the second baseman. He'll be 1-1. Remember, he had that long double that almost went for a home run that almost tied this game. That'll be fouled off. The Pirates have never tied this game. They're down 2-0, 2-1, down 5-1, and now it's 5-3. Mazeroski will foul that back. Steve Carlton trying to get the first out, and they do. That's going to be 1 out for the Phillies. Bob Skinner now, 3rd time through the lineup. And Skinner's 0 for 2 as he leads off. In the leadoff position, a swing and a miss here. Carlton, this will be number 70 in the pitches. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. The Pirates down 5-3. And the pitch down there will be 2-1. 3 Pirates teams, 2 Dodger teams. It's interesting. 2 balls, 2 strikes with an out. To Skinner, and it'll be 3-2. Can Skinner get on? If they do, Dick Stewart will get on then. Will be up. And they strike out. That's going to be 2 out. Skinner gets the hat trick, his 3rd strikeout of the day. And here's Dick Stewart, the DH. And that's going to be a strike in the lower right corner. 0-1 to Stewart. He'll foul that one back. 0-2 with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th inning, the pitch. And that'll be fouled off. 5-3 here in game number 1 and round number 2. High and 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch. And struck him out. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score. The Phillies 5 and the Pirates 3. Game number 1. Game number 1. Freddie Green against Pete Rose. Rose 0 for 2. And that's going to be a strike. They're taking a lot of pitches, but 16 total for Fred Green. 14 that last inning, 1 in the previous inning. But Green now is 2-1 as that's high. 2-1 to Green. Rose. And that'll be a hard shot and a base hit. And that'll go to the wall all the way through first. And they go to second base and they put it in. 2-1. Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt at third base. He's 2 for 2. And it'll be 1 ball, no strike. Freddie Green then, and that's going to be a ball 2. Schmidt is 2 for 2 and looking good. It'll be 3-0. They might walk Schmidt to get to Lazinski. And they do. There was an intentional walk. So now 2 are on for Lazinski with nobody out. They're trying to get the double play, and that's going to be on the ground. Could be a 4-6-3 on the first pitch. 4-6-3, and they do it. So Mazeroski to Grote, and then Grote to Nelson. Mazeroski, Grote, Nelson, 2 outs. And it is a little bit silent. Here's Keith Moreland now, 2 outs. And that's going to be shot and a base hit. No, it's caught. It's caught by Mazeroski. I thought that was going to be a base hit. Philadelphia gets nothing. We go to the 6th. So everybody, we're in the 6th inning here. Philadelphia 5, Pittsburgh 3. We go to college football next. College football will be fun. Montreal has 2 on with 1 out. Here's Roberto. He singled in the 4th here in the 6th inning. Carlton will pitch it outside. They're going to call that a strike. And it was. 80 pitches now for Carlton. And that's going to be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Roberto. And Roberto is going to be fouled off. 1-2. And they go to Roberto, and it's deep to left field. Can they cut it to 1? But underneath, they're probably not. They're going to make the catch 1 out.
Please remember to drink.
Here's Don Hoke, 1 for 2 with an RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss there, 0-1. With 1 out, Don Hoke, 1 for 2. He does have an RBI, and that's big. He's quickly down 0-2. Carlton trying to get a few outs here. They don't want to give up that run to make it a 1-run game. The 1-2 to Hope. And they strike him out. 2 outs, 10 strikeouts for Carlton in 5 2/3. And here's Rocky Nelson, 0 for 2. Nelson, and that's going to go to the wall. Rocky's going to get a double. And they're going to put him on second. He's going to hope somebody can trade places with him. And with 2 outs, Philadelphia now is having trouble. And here's Dick Rode, 0 for 2, hoping to trade places. Rode, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Dick Rode, 0 for 2, the pitch. And that'll be fouled off, 0-1. Can they trade places and make it 5-4? That's going to be near the right field far line, and it's going to be caught easy. I don't know what I said. That was the center field. Easy, right center. And I just fumbled something out of my mouth. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-3 Phillies here in game number 1. The bottom of the 6th, Fred Green still in, 26 pitches. Could be his last time pitching. Bake McBride, 0 for 2. And McBride, that'll be on the ground. Green will pick it up. They throw to Nelson, 1 out. First pitch, they needed that. And they get it. Here's Manny Wicklund, second base. And that's going to be a ball outside. 7th inning stretch is when we're going to check. 7th inning stretch and bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. So Fred Green to Manny Wicklund, 1-1. And that'll be to right field. And a base hit. It goes over Nelson's head. Clemente will pick it up. And now they got a runner on first. So Wicklund will be on first with 1 out. New pitcher, Earl Francis. His first time in the playoffs. First time. Gary Maddox, 0 for 2. That's going to be to right field. And it's going to be a base hit. Clemente. Will he throw it in? He will. But nobody goes. That's all Clemente. 1 out, 2 on. Ramon Aviles, 0 for 2. He reached on an air and he got out. Truly, last time. That's going to be on the ground. That's 1-6, and that's all they get, 2 outs. Wicklund will be on third. They want more of a buffer. Lonnie Smith, 1 for 3. And that's going to be ball 1. Earl Francis will be 1-1 here. Lonnie is 1 for 3. That's going to be on the ground. They pick it up. They go to second. They get the out. And it is 5-3. That's it. Nobody scores. We go to the 7th. Burgess, Verdon, and Mazeroski. Carlton is still in, and there's Burgess to right. A line drive and a base hit. So Smokey will get on first with nobody out. So here is Bill Verdon, 1 for 2. Steve Carlton, 91. This will be number 92. And that'll be a strike inside. Bill Verdon. Verdon 1 for 2, could use a base hit here. And he'll foul that off. Quickly 0-2. And struck him out. 11 for Carlton. And that'll be 1 out. 1 out, and here's Mazeroski. 1 for 2. He had a long double in the first. Now to be fouled off 0 for 1. Doesn't hit into a double play. Bob Skinner will come up. And that's going to be 1-1. 1 ball and a strike. Now to be down low 2-1. Phillies got off to a big start. The Pirates have come back a little bit. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. The pitch. 3-2. 3-2 with an out. Carlton. That's going to be high, pop fly, maybe, no. And the catch will be made. Gary Maddox 2 out. Here is Bob Skinner, 0 for 3. And Skinner inside ball 1. Skinner has struck out every time he's been up. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. It'll be a strike, 1-1. A close call. The pitch here. Skinner to left field. Is it going to hook foul? And it will. And it'll be foul. 1-2. Can he get the golden sombrero? Strikeout 4 times. Yes, he did. He gets the golden sombrero. Enjoy the out-of-town scoreboard. Always get games going into extra innings. Here's old Francis. And I'm looking at that Baltimore-LA game. P. Rose 1 for 3 and a strike. And that'll be 0-2 quickly as P first base. And it'll be 1-2. The Pirates are down 5-3. 2-2. They don't want to put Rose on to begin. It's a full count with nobody out. Francis. And that'll be on the ground. They'll pick it up. They throw to first, and he saved. Pete Rose hustles it out. That's what they say, Charlie Hustle. How many of his 4,000 hits? Baltimore just took the lead there. Mike Schmidt 2 for 2. And that's going to be a strike. 2 for 2 today with an RBI. And that'll be outside 1-1. And that's going to be the right field. Oh, Francis is giving everything up. Rose around second base. Rose is going to third. Can Pete Rose come home to score? Clemente will pick it up. They stop second and third with nobody out. And this game could be just broken open. Lazinski 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run. Oh, Francis is having trouble. Nobody out. 2 on. Rose is in sacrifice position. That'll be fouled away. 0-1. 2 on, nobody out. They could double sacrifice and make it 7-3. It'll be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and inside 2-1. Earl Francis could be trouble. That's going to be fouled away. 2 strikes. If he can get the strikeout, that would be big. And he does. He gets a 1 out. The Pirates were to come back and win this game, they would look to this inning. Keith Borland, the catcher, 1 for 3. High and deep to left field. Is it going to be long enough? Underneath, he makes the catch. They throw home. And it is safe. It's now 6-3. Pete Rose barely scored. And Bate McBride now. That'll be high ball 1. So there they go. The pitch there. It'll be 1-1. McBride 0 for 3. The Phillies trying to really extend this to 7-3. The 2-1. 2-2. That was an awful call. But anyway, the 25th pitch. High in the right field, nearing Clemente. And Clemente catches the line drive. Philadelphia gets another run. We go to the top of the 8th. Philadelphia 6, Pittsburgh 3. The 8th inning, top of the 8th, you got Stewart, Clemente, and Hope. Tug McGraw is in. Tug McGraw's first appearance in the playoffs. So McGraw against Dick Stewart. McGraw coming in for a 2-inning save. Stewart will foul that away. While Baltimore is about to go up big in their game. And that'll be strike 2. Oh. And that was in there, but McGraw. And that'll be a base hit over to third. Yes, it will be. Down to the left field line, and Stewart will get on. Will they go to second? Stewart going in, and it's edible. Dick Stewart starts off with a double, down 6-3. And here's Roberto, 1 for 3 today. And that'll be inside ball 1. Seattle winning big here. And it's going to be 2-0. Whoa. McGraw wanted that. The 2-0 to Clemente. On the ground. Short. The first. They get the out. 1 out. That was a big out getting Clemente. And here's Dick Hope. Don Hope. Sorry. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Hope. That'll be fouled back. 0-1. Top of the 8th inning. They need Stewart to come in. And it'll be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, that was awful. And it'll be 1-2. That was absolutely terrible. The 1-2 to Hope. And it'll be ball 2. Oh. Oh. He lets that one go and he swings at the third one. The pitch. And fouled off again. 2-2 with an out. 6-3 Philadelphia. That's the right field. And that one will hit the ground. Are they going to come on and score? No, they won't. Stewart to third. Stewart is in sacrifice position here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. And here's Rocky Nelson, 1 for 3. This is crazy now. McGraw not having a good inning. They throw to first, he's safe. If he gets picked off, he's going to have to walk all the way to Pittsburgh. The pitch, and that's going to be outside ball 1. Rocky Nelson. There's a lot of people tense now. A swing and a miss at that terrible low. My God, none of these are in the strike zone. 1-1. And it'll be 2-1 with 1 out. Top of the 8th inning. The 2-1. They throw to first. He's out. Oh my God, he's out. And Hope gets out. And that's a huge out. Danny Murtaugh is so furious. If Nelson were to hit a home run, that would be remembered. The 2-1. It gets away, and it's 6-4. That could have been a runner on second. That's unbelievable.
Please remember to drink responsibly.
It's now 6-4. So the Pirates get the run back. 1 for 3, the 3-1. And that's going to be a strike, full count. And here it goes, the 3-2. And fouled off again. 3-2 with 2 outs. That's going to be the right field, and that should have been 6-5. That really should have been. And Don Hope will be known for that. So Nelson, that's incredible. Would have been 6-5. 2 outs, and here's Dick Grote, 0 for 3. It's 6-4 now. Grote is the tying run. He's 0 for 3 today. McGraw and low ball 1. Tug McGraw is having a horrible day. This is 21st pitch. Outside 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. And that'll be fouled back 2-1 with 2 outs. We got Nelson on second. McGraw, it'll be on the ground. They pick it up. They're gonna just eat it. And we got the leading run at home plate. Here's Smokey Purchase, 2 for 3. With an RBI, top of the 8th inning, McGraw in trouble. This is the biggest at-bat of the game. The first pitch, and that's going to be a strike right down the middle. We have everybody right now just ready. This is just absolutely... People are... The pitch here. And that's going to be fouled back, going 2 with 2 outs.
Please remember to drink
McGraw to Burgess. Oh, it'll be 1-2. Top of the 8th inning, 2 on. They're trying to get Rocky Nelson in. The 1-2. 2-2. That was a screwball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Burgess. That's a hard shot. It's now 6-5. And Don Hoke, they're going to stay at second. McGraw is having trouble here. If Don Hope weren't thrown out, and now here's Hal Smith. Hal Smith is a pinch hitter. Hal Smith, the pinch hitter. His career at bats, he's a .285 hitter. McGraw is struggling. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the 8th, the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Right there, Hal Smith. This is incredible. The 0-1. He'll be 1-1. Tug McGraw. It's incredible now. Outside, 2-1. With 2 outs and 2 on. Hal Smith, the 2-1. That's going to be high and deep to right field. Let's see. They're going to run after it. They're going to run after it, and it is caught. The Pirates pull within 1. They should have scored, but Don Hope was picked off. We go to the bottom of the 8th at 6-5. Vern Law will pitch to Manny Wicklund. Vernon Law to Manny Wicklund. And Vern Law is first time in the playoffs. And that's going to be a ball. The Pirates cannot give up a run. LA is up on Baltimore 5-3. A swing and a miss there, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wicklund 1 for 2 today. And that'll be fouled back. Every batter's so hard to get out now. Law, and that'll be a foul ball too. 12-10 in hits. And the pitch, that's going to be fouled again. So Vern Law, the right-handed pitcher, the pitch there, and that's going to be ball 2. 2-2. Law, and that's going to be 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1 out. And here's Gary Maddox, center field. There are some games that are starting to tighten up. That'll be low ball 1. This is Gary Maddox, 1 for 3. High pop fly to right. And underneath, Clemente, and that's going to be 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Be 1 ball, no strikes then to Ramon Aviles. High to right field. And Clemente again, that's going to be out, number 3. They don't get the buffer they need. They don't get the insurance. Pittsburgh's down by 1. They got 3 outs. Game ones don't always mean the series. But the Pirates trying to get insurance against Montreal, game number 1. Anaheim has won. They lead 1-0 in the series. They now lead 1-0 in the series. A solid 4-1 win. Seattle blown out Boston. New York, Washington had got all those runs. That's big. Top of the 9th, Pittsburgh blown out Houston. LA beating Baltimore, bottom of the 8th inning. In the 9th, LA 7-2 over Oakland. And the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-4. Top of the 9th inning, Mazeroski 1 for 3. Needs to get on. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that was down low. That'll be 0-1. So Mazeroski wants to try and get on. That's going to be high to left field. Running in, running in, running in. And this one is caught. 1 out. Smith. Lonnie Smith with the catchers. Bob Skinner. Struck out every time he was up. He's had a terrible day. And Skinner. This will be second to first. It's 2 outs. The 1 out away, and here's Dick Stewart, 1 for 4. 1 out away from winning game number 1. A pitch, and that'll be fouled away, 0-1. Tug McGraw trying to get a 2-out save. It wasn't easy. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, and it'll be 2-1. You get them on. You never know what happens. Clemente is next. The 2-1, and that'll be 2-2. 1 strike away from winning game number 1. McGraw. No, 3-2 with 2 outs. Stewart doubled in the 8th to 3-2. Struck him out, that's it, and Philadelphia wins game 1. Philadelphia comes out and they win game number 1. They had a lot early. They led 5-1, and then the Pirates scored 4-1 after that. They had their chances. That one in the 7th inning was huge, and that was one that they couldn't afford. That was incredible. That wild pitch. The game ends on a wild. It doesn't end on a wild pitch, but it was the deciding run, and the Philadelphia Phillies have a 1-0 series lead. The MVP is Mike Schmidt. Carlton won the game, giving up 3 runs on 7 hits, 12 strikeouts, no walks. And Bob Friend only went 2 2/3, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits. Tug McGraw gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, struck out 1 in 2 innings pitched. Taking a look for Pittsburgh batting. Hoke and Nelson had 2 hits. Burgess had 3. And looking up and down, Bob Skinner, he got a donut. He struck out 4 times for Philadelphia. Rose had 2 hits. Mike Schmidt had 3. Lazinski and Moreland both had 1. Make McBride a donut. Wicklund Maddox had 1. Aviles a donut. Player of the game is Mike Schmidt. Schmidt went 3 for 3 with an RBI, and he walked. He had a great game. Clemente went 1 for 4. Not as good as Mike Schmidt. So 1-0, Philadelphia, they lead. Now we're going to take a look. And we're going to go to LA and Baltimore in the 9th inning. We'll see what happens in Memorial Stadium. So in the 9th inning for Baltimore, here we go. Here's John Kennedy, third base. He's 2 for 3. And Kennedy to right field. That'll be a base hit. So Kennedy will be on as we come in. 5-3, Mike Cuellar. He comes in relief. That'll be ball 1. Barry Wills, 2 for 4. They're going to try and bunt 1-1. So Cuellar, there's the bunt. Cuellar will pick it up. They'll throw to first, get the out, 1 out. And here's Willie Davis. They walk him. So Willie Davis walks Nate Oliver. And that'll be a strike. Oliver is the DH. Oliver, that'll be down below, 1-1 with an out. The pitch, that'll be on the ground, could be 6, 4, 3, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's LA 5, Baltimore 3. So here we go. Bill Reagan will try and get the save. Merv Redmond, it was 3-1 Baltimore. 4 runs by LA in the top of the 8th. They could steal one here. Here's Merv Redmond, 2 for 2. He had a home run. Reagan, and that's going to be a strike. Spurious call there. The 0-1, and it'll be 1-1. It'll be 0-2. So Merv Redmond got to get in. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Redmond needs to get on. That'll be fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The swing of
Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 out. The screwball there, and Reagan gets an out. Here's Frank Robinson. And Frank, that'll be down low, ball 1. Robinson is 1 for 4. And it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, Memorial Stadium tomorrow. 1-2. Frank needs to get on, and then they get the tying run, maybe. It'll be 2-2 with an out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That'll be Frank, high center field. And underneath, 2 outs. Baltimore having trouble. Here's Boog Powell. Boog is 0 for 2. That'll be a strike here, 0-1. Powell needs to get on for Brooks Robinson. There's 2 outs. That'll be fouled away down to the last strike. Baltimore is in shot from those 4 runs. He did not go. 1-2. The pitch. No, 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch here, and that'll be fouled again. 2-2. Check him out, that's the game. Los Angeles 5, Baltimore 3, and that's the game. Baltimore a 1-0 lead, but more importantly, they win here in Baltimore. As LA a 1-0 lead over the Orioles, and they win here in Baltimore. That's big. That is really big. So Jim Lefevre gets the MVP. Lefevre was 3 for 4 with an RBI. Wills had 2 hits. Fairley had 2 hits. Lefevre had 3 hits, and Kennedy had 3. For Baltimore, Redmond had 2, and Bellinger had 2. Paul Blair had donut. Boog Powell had donut, but he had an RBI and a sacrifice. Joe Roseborough with a donut, but he had an RBI and a sacrifice. And Ferreira 0 for 4, he had a donut, and he struck out 3 times. Pitching-wise, Koufax looked not that great. Palmer actually was better, but it was Rickard who blew the save. He was horrible. So that's the one thing about baseball is the Orioles come back tomorrow. Remember, in 2 days, like in the space of literally 24 hours, you could be hopeless. So I'm telling you right now that Baltimore wants to come back. So we got 4 finals. Philadelphia beating Pittsburgh, LA beating Oakland. LA, the Dodgers of 63 beating Oakland, 7-2. The LA Dodgers 5-3 over Baltimore. Pittsburgh 13-2 over Houston. Really quickly, the Dodgers 7-2 over here. Oakland, you can see, Menachino was 4 for 4 for Oakland. But it was just a good LA lineup. Koufax was really good. That Koufax was very good. Darrell Spencer, the MVP, as Spencer, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. He had a 2-run double versus Mulder. It was 3-0 Dodgers, and then they just packed on runs, 6-0, and then 2 runs, 6-2, then 7-2. That is it. The Pirates 13-2. What a game. Taking a look, Gene Klein's the MVP. Keeson goes 9 innings. He pitches a 66. Score, 2 runs and 8 hits. Only struck out 3. For Houston, they had trouble. So that was trouble there. Looking at Clemente, he was 0 for 5. So Clemente's having a tough postseason. But if you're the Pirates, you're like, we're winning 13-2 without Clemente? My goodness. 3 for 6 Kleins, 2 hits for Oliver, including a home run, and 2 RBI. He walked once. 2 for Manny Sanguin, 2 for Robertson, and 2 for Alley. The only donut was Clemente, and he didn't even walk. He struck out once. He left 3 on base. Now 2 with the donut, 2 for Bregman, 2 for Correa. Gurriel with the donut, Gonzalez with the donut, and McCann with the donut. 2 for, what is that, Jason Veritek? Jake something. I know his last name when I hear it. That's not the right one. The stats are real, though. Manny Sanguin. Bases loaded, top of the 3rd inning. That was big. They scored 5. They were down, Pirates down 2-0. They got up 5-2, and they never looked back. So, New York and Washington. Very quickly, Babe Ruth gets probably player of the game. He does. Pipgrass gets the win. Scherzer gets the loss. In 4 innings, he doesn't really last. Babe Ruth went 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs. Ruth hit 2 home runs in the 1st inning and in the 3rd inning. For Washington, Soto was 2 for 4. And Barbell was 2 for 3. Babe Ruth 2 for 3. Koenig 2 for 4. Collins, Pascal, and Gazella with donuts, and they didn't even walk. For Washington, Kendrick with the donut, but he got an RBI. Dozier with the donut, and Robles with the donut. And there we go. That one was big. Anaheim, there it is. A solid 4-1 win. They got up 2-0. And that was it. Not the most impressive. Cat gets the loss for Minnesota. Lackey gets the win. Brendan Donnelly with the save. As nobody got 2 hits for Minnesota. Mincher got a donut. Allison, Zolio, and Rollins got donuts. For Anaheim, Eckstein got 2 hits. Fulmer 2. Gloucester 2. Spezier a donut. He left 4 on base. Anderson, Garrett Anderson, a donut. And that is it. You take a look there. And 4-1 for Anaheim. They start off solidly. Not the best in the world, but they'll take it. They'll take it. 4-1. Seattle leading Boston, bottom of the 9th. We go to the top of the 9th, Pittsburgh and Montreal. So the Pirates trying to hold off the Expos here. Top of the 9th inning, 2 outs, 2 strikes. This could be a 1 pitch. And he fouls it off. Nobody on. Bill Landrum trying to get maybe a save. And that'll be fouled again. Landrum to Lansing. No good there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That'll be foul again. 1-2. And low, it'll be 2-2. So Bill Landrum trying to get the out, and that'll be to right. And a line drive and a catch. Van Slyke with the catch, and the Pirates an 8-4 win over Montreal. The Pirates an 8-4 win, very strong. They were down 3-1 after taking a 1-0 lead, 3-2. Good 6th inning. Orlando Marced Pedro Martinez with the loss. Zane Smith with the win. Bill Landrum with the save. Didn't give up a hit. Orlando Marced 3 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Bonilla with 3 hits. Marced with 3. Bonilla with 3. Bonds with 2. Van Slyke with 2. Bell with 2. And nobody got a donut. Leaned with 2. Nobody got a donut for Montreal. Multiple hits. Let's see. Moises Alou, a donut. Larry Walker, last series MVP, 1 for 4. Cordero with 2 hits, and the rest with 1. Lloyd McClendon was ejected in the 5th inning. He was ejected. So McClendon were arguing a call, and we're going to see there. That's the final, and now we go to Seattle and Boston. Bottom of the 9th inning. We'll just go, we'll go back here. Hold on. We're just going to hit, we're going to exit this. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit the continue sim. And if we see anybody getting close, 2 outs and 1 on first. If it gets like 8-4, we'll show it. And that's the game. So Boston, here, where is it? Here is Seattle and Boston. I'm curious to see this one. The Randy Johnson, the player of the game. Johnson threw a 71-run run on 5 hits. Struck out 9, walked 3. Only gave up 1 run, an earned run. Kurt Schilling gave up 6 runs on 8 hits. Struck out 12, walked 2. When you look at this, it was a lot of ones. Kevin Millar, Kevin Youkilis, 0 for 3. Mark Bellhorn, nothing there. Garcia Pera, nothing. For Seattle, Martinez, nothing. Buhner with 3 hits. Ken Griffey Toon Jr. with 2. Cruz with 2. Davis with 2. Look good there. Trot Nixon with 2 hits only for Boston. It was 4-0 Mariners, and then 8-1. They never looked back. And that's what happened there. So that's going to be it. We go to the playoff coverage. First one right now. Klaus, what a hit there. And we go to Pittsburgh and Montreal. 8-4 win. Facero against Doug Drabeck. First one's Mike Grant and Jared Ambrosioni. The second one is Facero against Doug Drabeck. The third one is going to be Tim Hudson against Don Drysdale. So an early one, it was 7-2 Dodgers. The fourth one is Doc Ellis versus Charlie Morton. And now we go Claude Osteen versus Dave McNally in game number 2. That is very big. Then we have Wilcie Moore against Steven Strasburg. And Seattle, you had 8-1 win. The Mariners win. Jeff Facero against Pedro Martinez. Seattle can go up 2-0. And Philadelphia, Joe Gibbon versus Larry Christensen. So Philadelphia beat Pittsburgh 6-5. Don Hope was picked off. We might still be playing. The playoff tree right now, you see it. There you see all of the games here. That's going to be it today. Have a great day, and we will see you later.